The Indian market, I love it. Every day new product testing, so much excitement. And today, special excitement because brand new Honda Forza 300 and we're going to, sorry to get your hopes up. Today I'm excited about the Honda Activa BS6G. So excited that I think I have to sit down. Okay, so the Activa is India's largest selling scooter by absolutely miles and miles and miles. 2.5 to 3 lakh people end up with an Activa every single month. This is the brand new 6G, the update BS6 compliant, and I've actually already given it a nickname. To me, this is the Honda BS6G. What's not made up is the fact that the Honda doesn't belong in the jungle we were just at, it belongs in the jungle over there. And for that, it's a particularly well-suited product. It's also easy to think that this scooter, well, is the same as the last one. And you'd be wrong because this is actually brand new in many senses of the word. First, there's the frame. It's completely new under this bodywork, which itself, of course, is new. It's all metal just like me. The wheelbase is about 22 mm longer, and that's allowed Honda to make the scooter slightly larger and give it more space. So this is a longer seat. The floorboard is a little bit bigger, I think 23 mm larger than before, so you can get more stuff on the floorboard. That's what the scooter is about, right? The engine is also new. You've got a longer stroke, the displacement is up to 109.5 cc, a small change, but it also means that despite meeting BS6, it loses very little in terms of peak power and peak torque. And the overall performance should be in the same ballpark as before because this is also lighter than before. Now you might think, why would Honda not evolve the scooter further? Why would they not give it more power? The scooters like the Ntorq or the Jupiter, they're all doing so many more things with their scooters. Well, that's the challenge of being the market leader. Approximately 2.5 lakh people show up every month expecting to find what the Honda Activa already is. And Honda's job is to evolve this to BS6, put fresh things like styling and not alienate that user. So Honda has the hardest challenge in the business in that sense. They should be able to bring more technology to the scooter, but can they and should they are two very critical questions. This is their bread. This is where their butter comes from. So what else does Mr. Bread and Butter here have? Well, you probably haven't noticed the bacon and the sausages as part of this breakfast. I'm referring to the telescopic forks, a brand new addition to the Activa, and the 12-inch front wheel, which we have seen on other scooters. But remember, this is Honda's primary scooter, and in that sense, it doesn't get any fancy equipment. So that 12-inch wheel, it's a pressed steel wheel. The telescopic fork, it's tuned to feel exactly like the trailing link that used to precede it. In that sense, this is an incrementally better scooter. And remember, it has to be because when the customer comes into the showroom, and that's 2.5 lakh people every month approximately, when they walk into the showroom, they expect a very simple, predictable, reliable device, nothing fancy. So you've got other scooters if you want fancy. This is supposed to be perhaps the most boring scooter money can buy, but this is the one that will bring the bread and butter home. Wow, this bread and butter thing is really getting out of hand. But that's the story of the Activa, incrementally better in every department, but not dramatically changed. How's that for exciting? Exciting or not, the Activa 5G and the Activa 6G are actually very similar to ride. And that should not come as a surprise because the Activa is a legend, and if you think of me as a legend, you realize if I change too much, I'll break your expectations. Back to the 6G, and it's going to cost you 8,000 rupees to buy a new one, and there are two models that you can get, the Deluxe and the normal one, and the difference is only the LED headlight, and therefore these are the Deluxe models. And that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching this. Subscribe to Power Drift, hit like, share this with your friends. But before you go, tell us if you think that the 7G, the Activa that comes next, should be an evolution of the 6G, or do you think it's time for Honda to make a revolution and give us a brand new Activa that sets a new benchmark for India's favorite scooter?
इतना फास्ट जाए कि इसको
फास्ट जाए कि आदमी कंफ्यूज आ जाए। Wait, he's not ready. और इस स्कूटर में है अब एरोडायनामिक स्पॉइलर। अगर आप बहुत तेजी से जाएंगे तो स्पॉइलर आपका डाउनफोर्स बढ़ाएगा।